The latest 2 Coloradans killed in avalanches over the weekend push us further past the number of deaths we typically see in a winter, and the danger in our backcountry is still high. The search and rescue teams that respond are nearly all volunteers. In addition to what they need to save lives, our Mark Salinger looks at a new focus to get those first responders what they need after the call.
The year in Summit County started off slow.
And then spring break hit, and boom, we were getting a call or two every day.
Search and rescue teams trek into Colorado's backcountry all the time. Now there's a push to make sure they have the support they need.
We've been focused on the sustainability of our system. How do we make sure that we can continue to do what we're doing? From a funding perspective, from a resilience perspective.
Anna DeBaptiste is with the Colorado Search and Rescue Association. Mental health has become a priority.
There's a lot of pressure put on the volunteers, especially when someone's very badly hurt and their lives are in our hands to get them out in time.
Legislation passed in 2021 mandated a study on backcountry search and rescue in Colorado. Now the teams have access for the first time to things like stress injury training and mental health resources. There's a fight for more.
So we're making some small steps, and we need to continue those.
Our team is starting to recognize that this toll is different on every person.
Rain Jones is a volunteer with Grand County Search and Rescue. Of the 9 avalanche deaths so far this winter, a third of them have been in Grand County.
Recently, with the new legislation that was passed, there's more training available to us on this subject, and I think when this came out, teams were just like, yeah, we need this.
The volunteers drop what they're doing every time someone needs help. Now the focus is on making sure the rescuers also get the resources they need.
We are at 9 avalanche fatalities across the state at this point in time, and the season's by no means over, so that's not a great number.
So for context, in an average season in Colorado, we see 6 avalanche deaths. You heard her say that we're already at 9 now. Volunteer teams respond to calls in their own cars and buy most of their own gear. Colorado Search and Rescue Association tells me they're fighting for more of their team members to get reimbursed for things like gas, responding to emergencies, as well as for help using some of the gear that they have to buy themselves.
And of all the things that I might not have thought about, Mark, the issue of legal liability for these folks.
Yeah, they tell me that just this past year they got liability from civil lawsuits. Think of some kind of similar trends to volunteer firefighters, for example. They said should have had that a long time ago, but they just now got it.
Mark Salinger, thank you.